Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we have a road culvert to replace. As you can see, it apparently is rusted out. There's a hole in it and created a sinkhole in the middle of the road. Problem with that is the feed trucks that deliver to these hog facilities here have to go all the way around the block. So it's causing an inconvenience for them, and it's causing an inconvenience for the local traffic here in the area. So we've got the 220 Honda, we've got the T870 Bobcat, we've got Scooter, we've got George, we got my dad. We're gonna get this replaced today. So our new pipe is right there. And the great thing about it is we don't have to band this one together. It's one solid pipe, no band. The only other problem is there is a water control structure that we have to deal with. It's not a big problem. We just got to figure out how it is attached to the pipe and reattach it to this new culvert pipe. So at least we don't have to fight with banding this one together like we did in the last video on the big pipe we put in. And this is a lot smaller pipe than that last one also. So let's get started, get this replaced so the piggies can get fed. So we did call before we dug, and there is one gas line that we have to work around, and that's right here, got it marked out. So we're gonna have to locate that and visually look at it, see where it's at, and then we will have to sneak our pipe under it. So that might be a little bit of a challenge, but isn't anything we haven't done before. So we'll get started and see what we got going on in here. Well, we're gonna get started here. First thing we're gonna do is peel this stone off. We'll reuse some of it. I think it's got pavement under it actually. It's old pavement anyways, it'll peel up once I get through it. Maybe. There we go. Must have a thin layer of pavement under there or something. Most of it's dirt road gravel and limestone. The county's gonna bring new stone to put back over it. We'll just use this as backfill under the stone. It's good material, there's no point in wasting it. Getting some more storms coming through, more remnants of another hurricane. So we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain here in the next couple days, like we did last time. Kind of wanted to get this done before then. thinking that gas line is probably right on top of the pipe. That gives me enough reusable base to put under the stone. The rest of it I'm just going to pile and just be whatever it is and go back around the pipe for backfill. We're going to start the water control structure end, start digging it out. We can see what we got to do to detach it or attach it. Put this grass to the side. I don't want that ending up back around the pipe. It's got stone in it, but still it's organic. On top of the pipe now, pretty close to it. Dip some of this stone out. Found something, piece of rebar or something down there. start locating that gas line. Set it far enough away that we have room to get that pipe around over here. Airplane caught Scooter's attention. We are right by the Stark County Airport. There's that pipe, I felt it. He's digging that out. I can go down here and dig a little more. Almost looks like there's a short section of culvert attached to that water control structure, and then it's banded to the original pipe. Probably not going to come out the way we were wanting it to. Of course, there's concrete buried in this one. Old stop sign. You never know what you're going to find. The old timers like to backfill with whatever they could find laying around. Be nice to have a hydro excavation truck right now. To find that gas Pipe's a little bit soft right there. I wonder where we're going to lunch today. I'm getting kind of hungry. Oh, this ain't gonna be fun. I'm sitting on the crown of the road now. Getting this dug out, and we'll start the video again. Well, we got most of it dug out here. So far we haven't been able to find the gas line. We're doing a little research to find out if it goes under the pipe. It could be bored under, which would be nice, especially if it's bored under deep enough that we don't have to worry about it. And Scooter made the discovery that where I'm sitting, there's actually an old concrete bridge wall. So at one time this was a bridge, and they stuck a culvert in it and made it not a bridge anymore. And they done that a lot in this county. Replace old wooden bridges with just culverts. So I'm not surprised. They done that years ago. Not something they done previously. Or in the last, last 30 years. Definitely no gas line on top of the pipe. It's not there. So that means it's got to be under it. You can't be through it. It's got to be under it. Well, it could be through it. I have seen like internet guys putting cable in, and I've seen them pull a vibratory plow right through the top of a culvert and put the internet cable right in. So nothing surprises me. I've seen guys gnaw through culverts before, chain trenchers also. This one would be a really easy one if we didn't have to mess with that water control structure. Oh well, I'll give my buddy Preston Bush a better video to watch if we have to deal with the water control structure. He runs his own excavating business and he loves watching my videos. told me to keep the videos coming, so I'm going to keep them coming. It's cool to watch other excavators on YouTube just to see how they do things and how they have to do things in their areas. Close to being able to yank this pipe out. I'm gonna finish going along, cleaning off a little more of it, dipping out the sides. The more I can get out dry, the better off, because then I don't have to wait for it to dry to put it back in. So that's why I keep going along, just taking whatever I can get. Why I keep banging this bucket today? Keeps the dirt knocked out of it. Pile's getting so tall you can't see it on camera no more. Alright. Well, we're back from lunch. We went to the Pizza Hut. Had a pizza today. We're going to go ahead and start taking this pipe out. Get in the end here and just pick it up. It's pretty rusty. The bottom of it stayed. The top came out. There's half of it. Just throw this over here for now. See if we can find the rest of it. Gotta be careful. I'll pull it out of that water control structure. Perfect. There's the band. It pulled out of there nice. Bottom rusted out. A couple viewers have told me that I need one of the grafter buckets, but the problem with that is I can't use that with my thumb then. I mean, I can't, you know, I don't, they need a grafter ditch bucket, I suppose. use my thumb with my ditch bucket. If I had a grafter bucket, I wouldn't have my ditch bucket on then. It's starting to rain. Got the water flowing again. Just smash that up later and haul that to the scrap. Alright, now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the water control structure. Well, we're ready for our pipe. Went through there and dipped just a little bit out. We took shots of the old one before we took it out. Let me help you, George. Maybe a chain around it so I can pick it up and drag it over here. Chain might be a little short. Is there anything to chain it to? Yeah, I suppose. We're gonna need another chain. Well, it hooked just enough on the cutter edge, so that chain's enough. So we did determine the gas line goes under the ditch. They bored it under when they put these hog barns in. I guess that's the only thing that feeds down this road is the hog barns. Now I'm going to go around the other end, we'll roll it in, we'll pull it back, and shove it in that water control structure, hopefully. I'm going to have George come around to this side with Bobcat and roll it in. It's just easier to do with the Bobcat bucket. It hits them nice and wide. Should clean that edge up a little better. It'll be all right. That'll work. That'll work. Now we can get our chain wrap back around it, let it sink, and we'll pull it in. All right, we're gonna slide this pipe together. We have to get creative with our band here. Up. Hit the scooter's band on that side. Oh, out. Okay. There we go. It's together. So we had to cut the original round rod that they were using to hold that band together, because they were aluminum. They had steel nuts on them and they weren't coming apart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap an old chain around it, an old chain binder, and ratchet it tight. I'm going to smash this down just a little bit because it's caught on the end of that other pipe. Should be good. So this binder we're using is one of the bent ones that I had on the lowboy that got the boom and stick sat on it when it was in the well. So it's not like it's a big loss. It'll work good for this. We're gonna get that put on there. So we got our band back on. We used a chain and a couple snap binders instead of ratcheting binder, because the ratcheting binder wouldn't follow the curve of the pipe and lay right, but a snap binder would. And of course I got back in the excavator and I forgot to hit play on the camera and started backfilling, so didn't get that part, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. I wanted to video it. So I did lay some plastic over that band before I started backfilling it, so it'll seal up around it. We got it drawn together tight and the water stopped running or leaking out of it, so it's tight. And now that the dirt's back around it, it can't go nowhere. Basically the chain binders just held the band until the dirt got on it. Sacrificed a few snap binders, but that's alright. I'm not a big fan of them anyways. I got a blue million of them at the back of the shop. Seems like every time we went to an auction when I was a kid and we bought a lot of stuff, there'd end up being 5 or 6 snap binders in the lot. So just always got a bunch of them. I prefer ratcheting binders for hauling equipment. Other than like the Bobcat, I just throw snap binders on it. Get this back filled, get this worked back down around that pipe. Trying to force the water out as I go. So we do have about 1 inch of fall in this pipe towards the downstream side. That's what we want. Helps keep the floor of the pipe flushed out. Got it back centered in the ditch where it belongs. Another thing that was against us was when a pipe is ordered to be banded together, they make the ribs on the end straight. They don't spiral them like they do down the length of the pipe. Well, this one was ordered not to have anything banded on it, so the end was spiraled still, so it didn't quite match the band. But the way we did it, we wrapped it around tight and it's good, so it'll work. Got to get me a new pair of pants. I pulled so hard on the binder pipe that I ripped the crotch out of my pants. back in there. I don't know how far we're going to get today. We need stone. At least get the dirt back in. So we got most of it filled in. Let George take the bobcat and scrape the crumbs in. Then I'll pack that in there. Nice thing about being out in the country is you got plenty of room to work out here. And we're fortunate that there was no overhead power lines to deal with. And that gas line ended up being under the pipe. That sure made life a lot easier. I just wish they would tell you that with your locates, if it's under or over. They don't tell you that. Maybe they should, and this company just don't. Alright, I will pack that in. Well, it's looking pretty good. We got that stone that we set to the side put back in. And being the pipe's a little longer, we need some extra stone for sure. So that's going to put us about right for the number 2 limestone that the county will bring and dump in. So it won't be a hump in the road. I think we're going to call it a day. I need to take some Romex wire over to the guys that are building my new shop, because they need to run some wires to the front porch before they finish it up. That way the wire's up there, so when I put the lights in the porch, I don't have to try to get into the porch roof from inside the shop or unscrew metal and mess around. The wire will already be there, so they're going to stub it out for me, so that'd be great. So we will continue on this project tomorrow when we can get some stone, and we'll get it all finished up. Well, it's the next day. We're getting these old culverts cleaned up, stacked on the trailer, so they can go to the scrap. Get this one smashed up. This is the last piece. Guess I should have started the video sooner. Flipped over so I can smash it up. You know what? We're going to smash it just like this. There we go. Get it started. Just so it fits on the trailer. Don't have to be rolled up perfect in a certain way, just so it's narrow enough to go on the trailer. Chain it down. sit on here and send to the scrapyard. I'm gonna get it right so it don't slide off. There we go. Perfect. What I'll do is I'll put some weight on it and let them guys throw some chains over it, and we'll put some binders on it. It'll be nice and secure. We got our first load of stone here. We're gonna get 2 loads of 53s, I guess, and then 2 loads of riprap. Just move the bulk of it here with the 220, and then George can grade it with the Bobcat. Knock the pile down for him some. Got me a load of riprap to work with now. I'll get this placed. Tried something a little different. We had it dumped right on the pipe. Just gonna go ahead and gently drag it around. Fill dirt to fill this in a little bit. So get re-established grass, no one go nowhere. Get around there and pack that in. Let's see, where can we go here? Should have brought my tooth bucket. This one. back in right here. I got the rest of my riprap. Finished placing that. To keep it from rolling down in that water control structure. Every piece that goes in there's another piece scooter has to get in there and get out. I'll go get it out, I'm just kidding. I gotta make Scooter do it. Pretty good. I need to take a little of this across the top of this one, make it a little higher. Filling in behind it. Get a few of them crumbs off the top of the pipe. That'll look real good. Yeah, I am now. Scooter took one for a team and jumped in and got the 3 pieces of riprap I dropped in there. I think he went fishing too while he was in there. Don't let him fool you. I'm just gonna pack this all in. I think we're gonna cook it good. Being this is a water control structure, we're gonna leave this just like it is. Have plenty of riprap on this side in case there's ever a flash flood and the water comes up and the dam boards are in. It won't wash anything out. The other side's the downstream side, so the water should never get that high on it. But this needs a little extra armor since it's upstream. Pack that in. That's still got a lot of limestone in it. Alright. I think our work here is pretty much done, other than doing a little grade work. Well, George has got this looking pretty good. Got the riprap all in. Looks good. So the county said they're going to wait a couple days and they're going to tailgate a load of stone over this and grade it off, freshen it up a little bit to make it look like the rest of the road. And a few rains will get rid of that dark look to it. It's just a dirt road anyways. It's not like it's a highly traveled public road. Riprap on this side turned out real nice. Looks good. So we're out of here. We're gonna head to my grandma's and do some brush mowing. So thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. See you all in the next one. If you enjoyed this, give me a like. I'd appreciate that also.